The story begins in Bikaner, a single researcher working independently, building a paper, a working system, and filing a patent. Fabulously interesting. All centered around one question: what if machines are learning from the wrong signals? And answering that very pertinent question and a lot more today is the boy genius himself, Maheep Purohit. Welcome to Front Page, Maheep. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine
Pleasure to
as
have
well.
you with us. I'm so happy for all of the work that you've done till now. And of course, there's a long way to go. But let's start right at the beginning. What did you build, Maheep?
So I actually done two things. Which first one is the AI PIS, which is a predictive maintenance support for the pipeline industry, so
Huh?
they can have predictive maintenance report, so they can have a proper, uh, uh, they can have a proper reliability to get into the pipeline. So check whether it's any, can have any
If there's
stress
any
or
issue, etc., whatever,
yes,
right?
yes,
All
yeah.
right. Wonderful. So I want to understand, yaar, Maheep, what gave you the idea to start building this? I'm sure it must be a very interesting story. Please walk us through it. And you've done it independently, which is fabulous.
Yeah. Actually, I started by trying to solve real-world infrastructure problem through my work on the AI PIES,
I'm
and
so
that
sorry. I'm so sorry, Maheep. I've lost you for a Yeah, now it's fine. Now I can hear you again.
yeah,
Yeah.
I started by trying to solve real-world infrastructure problem through my work on AI PIES, and that exposed me to how systems fail when they rely on imperfect data. So while working with AI models, I noticed something fundamental, that they don't distinguish between reliable and unreliable information during learning.
Right.
So that led me to explore whether we could introduce a filtering mechanism before learning. Uh, it can be itself happens. So there will the idea of epistemic weight engine came from.
Hmm. But what gave you the idea and the thought to do this independently, Maheep? Did you not feel that you'd need help to get going as far as this is concerned?
See, actually, I no, I tried to mail some professors, and I don't get the proper replies from them, and I'm not like to wait for them to start. I just start with the internet, having a research and doing the stuff. What is the problem we are seeing, and what are the solution we can provide to the industry or the any problem we have?
Your parents must be so proud, no?
Yeah, yeah, they are.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so let's actually start at the core problem, Maheep. Now that you've kind of, and thank you for that. Now that you have taken us through what you've built and what gave you, inspired you to do it, and the fact that you're doing it independently. So, why is it a problem when systems treat all data equally? What is that core problem?
So see, most of the AI systems assume all training data is equally valid,
Hmm.
which is not true in the real world scenarios.
Hmm.
The data can be noisy, the data can be biased, or even the data can be wrong.
Hmm.
But the model still updates itself based on it.
Right.
Over the time, this lead to unstable learning and incorrect generalization, especially in critical systems.
Which is what we are actually also experiencing right
Correct.
now, no?
Yeah, correct.
Hmm. Sorry, you were saying.
So, so from here, I got the problem, like if we have the good data
Hmm.
and is it reliable to the functioning models,
Hmm.
it can be more, it will be more progressive in this manner if we
Hmm.
have chosen the correct data to be trained,
Hmm.
not the refusing data.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as the idea is concerned,
Mhm.
in simple terms, explain the EWE aspect of things. How does your system decide what to learn from? Walk us through
Okay.
that.
Okay. Keeping it simple, we can say that EWE act like a gate before learning happens.
Okay.
Instead of blindly learning from every data point,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
system evaluates whether that information is reliable enough to influence the model.
Okay.
Okay, if it uses signals like prediction, confidence, and uncertainty, to decide whether to accept or suppress that update.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of learning everything equally, the model learns selectively.
Understood.
Okay. So if we talk about my first manner, which is the impact assessment, this refers to, does this sample actually matter?
Hmm.
Is it significantly enough to change anything? Okay. The second is reality alignment. This refers to, like, is this label is genuinely reliable, or it's just something that human is approved and they are actually very different thing.
Fair enough.
Okay, and the third is the paradigm shift detection, and
Right.
it refers to is genuinely, is this a new information or just is repetition of the what model already knows. If we talk on only the sample that pass all three checks, trigger a parameter update. So everything else is stored in a passive memory, but does not change the model. It can be stored in your storage, but it can be also used in the future if you think this data can be reliable in the model. So instead of learning everything equally, the model learns selectively and reliably.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Understood. But then, of course, that brings me to the fact that there can be an approval bias. So, do you believe our
Yes.
systems becoming a lot better, let's say, at pleasing people than reflecting reality? And we all see that actually when we interact with AI at large. Is it about pleasing people?
Yes, when the systems are trained on human feedback,
Right.
they they tend to optimize for what human approve, not necessarily what is true. Okay. So over the time, this can create a feedback loop where the model becomes aligned with the preference rather than the accuracy.
Correct. Valid
Okay, this
point.
is yeah, this is where the reliability aware mechanism could help introduce a balance in the model and the human feedback.
Right. Right. So basically, you're hitting at that point. Give me a
Yeah.
real world use case. Where do you see this being applied first, let's say, Maheep?
Okay, so see, this become important anywhere where the data is imperfect.
Okay.
So in enterprise AI systems, sensor-based systems, or even the LLMs, the ability to filter unreliable information can improve stability and the trust. And
Right.
actually, I see this as a foundational layer rather than the domain-specific solution.
Okay. Okay. So where would you like to, for example, I mean, since you've been doing it independently, you filed for a patent, where would, let's say, Maheep like to first implement this? What is your personal preference, let's say?
Okay, if the personal reference is always the work I am doing right now, it is the pipeline industry segment where we are deploying our sensors to get the data so we can read the behavior of the pipeline. So we can give you a report, systematic report where the things are getting not proper. So
Right.
we will always choose our first work like the pipeline industry. We will deploy our sensor data into the EWE gate to check the data is reliable or not. Is
Right.
this just getting into the database or which is helpful to us or not?
Which is good because, I mean, at that sheer scale, it will make things a lot more efficient. Which, of course, brings me to this point. What about fitting it with the existing systems? Because, Maheep, that's always a very big hurdle. You know, when you're talking
Yeah.
about, let's say, a company, there are existing systems. So, my question to you is, does this replace current methods, or does it actually fit very well alongside the existing systems?
See, I see EWE as a complementary layer actually because the most of the existing method work during or after the loss calculation. So EWE works before update itself. So it can integrate with existing approaches rather than to replace them.
Okay.
So just we proved this directly actually. In the research paper, we just proved that EWE combined with GCE outperformed GCE alone by 2.59%
Oh,
using a
wow.
single model.
Right.
And the gate adds the additive layer to it.
Hmm.
The GCE and EWE can combinedly create 2.59%, which is good in the single model. So
Yeah.
the gate adds an independent value.
Fair enough. What about the current methods? Could you be kind enough to name a few current methods for our knowledge as far as, let's say, the implementation is concerned, in terms of, let's say, just the admin bit, if you were to, let's say, attack that?
Okay, so if we are not actually competing the things, we are just solving the problem. So the thing is like we are also not solving a problem. We are creating a good accuracy.
Hmm.
So the thing is like we take an example of the GCE, which is a fair enough the thing to get also the model a good accuracy. If we add on the EWE, the the data of the data accuracy getting more impressive.
Fair
So
enough.
like the GCE, RLHF, and the fine tuning complement with this. This is a complementary thing, not just replacing the old program. They have the good researchers researched on this. I'm not someone who can replace the thing right now.
Tell me this, I have to obviously ask you this before we conclude this conversation. When you did talk about the score right now, right, Maheep? You started this from scratch, you built it, you did your research. How did it feel when you know, it came across and when it was alive and kicking? How did it feel for you?
See, this was something different for me as well for my parents also. They are feeling very proud that Maheep is doing something that in our community no one is doing. And Maheep can be the
Nice.
inspiration to the youngsters that wants to get into it,
Very
to do
nice.
something new, which is not already happened.
Hmm. Hmm.
So beyond the study, you can also do something like that. They can make you very proud feel.
Yes, you can. I mean, you make all of us feel very proud as far as things are concerned. In conclusion, I have to ask you this now, finally. Who should decide what machines learn, Maheep, and what gets filtered out? What is your thought on that?
Okay. So I don't think AI should learn everything it sees. Okay. So the real question is not just learning, it's what deserve to be learned.
Okay.
Okay. So right now the decision is implicit in data. And what I'm exploring is whether we can make the decision more explicit and reliability aware.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, Maheep. That, of course, brings us to the end of our conversation. Wishing you all of the luck moving ahead. I believe you have a lot of work to do and you're excited about doing all that hard work. But I just want to say this in finality, find some fun along with a lot of the work that you're doing. It'll only help you, benefit you.
Actually, a mentor can help a lot.
Fair enough. That's a call that Maheep has made to a lot of the people who are watching. He is looking out for a mentor, a guide, and he is absolutely ripe right now, given the fact that the boy genius has done some great work. So, people watching, great opportunity to mentor Maheep. Thank you so much, Maheep, for joining us. All right, I believe Maheep has left the building, but what is not left, our thoughts, is the front page take, and here it is. What this work points to is a shift in how systems learn. Not just learning more, but learning more carefully. I believe that is what Maheep was hinting at. Because in the end, what a system ignores may matter as much as what it takes in. Please do let us know what are your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, people watching, Maheep is obviously looking at a mentor. This might be a great opportunity for you to maybe reach out to him. It'll be wonderful. And like, share, subscribe. Always remember, think AI, am.